about email signatures, one of Mailbutler's many features that we have. We're going to be guiding you through how to have like the best practices within your signatures and also how to use them within the Mailbutler environment. So, Tobias, I can pass it over to you so we can start.
Thanks a lot, Rogelio. Yeah, so as Rogelio already mentioned, the webinars about our feature email signature. Next to me, you can also see James, who's doing the live demo later, and Rogelio, who did the nice intro. James is our content marketing manager here at Mailbutler, and Rogelio, the social media manager. I'm Tobias, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mailbutler. But before we dive into the live demo, we quickly talk about the question, why do you actually need an email signature? So I always explain very simple. Think about getting an email with just the name at the bottom from an email address you don't know. And now imagine that same email, but with a very nicely designed email signature at the end, mentioning the name, address, phone number, maybe some social media links, something like we see on the slide here. So which email do you trust more? And I personally, I would guess you would trust the one with nicely designed email signature more. So that's the first reason, trust, because a well-designed email signature is like a virtual business card you're using. It shows you who you're talking to. And especially nowadays with all these spam and phishing emails, which we are all receiving probably every day, a good signature is like a sign that says to the recipient, hey, for example, hey, I'm Tobias, I'm real, I'm professional, I'm sharing all my details with you, so you can trust me. So it's in the end, the signature is a very simple way to start building trust right from the very first message. And another reason for using a professional signature is it's a great opportunity actually to reinforce your brand by using your company logo, your colors, fonts, and everything which belongs or which represents your company inside the signature. For example, in this example, we're using our Mailbutler mint here. And when someone clicks on that button, on our link, the website is in the same look and feel like my email signature. And last but not least, very basic information, very basic. You should have a signature because it provides the recipient an easy way to get in touch with you. So that's the three main reasons why you should have an email signature. Another possibility for you is to use your email signature for email signature marketing. So email signature marketing is a very simple but powerful marketing trick that many people aren't using yet. So let me quickly explain you what email signature marketing actually is. So it's an email signature marketing is using actually the bottom space of your email, and it's mostly, of course, your signature to promote your business or product. For example, we are currently promoting, I think I have it on the other slide. We are currently promoting our new AI-powered tool, Smart Assistant, in every outgoing email. So every one of our company is using our team signature, and when they send an email to a client, potential client, even sales emails, we are indirectly promoting this feature, and because we want to push it at the moment. So with Mailbutler, and you will see it later in the demo, it's super easy to create an email signature for your entire team or company, which you can manage in one place. So this gives you the opportunity, the possibility to add like marketing banners very easily. So actually, all you need to do to start with signature marketing is to add like a marketing banner or even a simple call to action button to your signature, which is promoting your service or your new product, or maybe an upcoming webinar, for example, this one. And then all outgoing emails from all the team members or even from the entire company will include that banner. So as you can see, it's a free ad for you because you're sending these emails anyway. The effort is very low when you're using Mailbutler, which we will see later in the demo. And these ads are not annoying at all because they're at the very end of the signature, and no one is getting like prompts or popovers which they need to click away. Good. That was it with the intro. James will show you now how to create a very beautiful signature using our pre-designed signature templates, and also how to share a signature with the entire team, and how to manage like a team or company signature in one place very easily, and also how to manage the permissions, what users or what team members are allowed to change inside the signature. So James, you can take over now. And yeah, thanks a lot.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, I'm going to be using Apple Mail for this demo, but the process is basically the same whether you're using Mailbutler for Gmail or Outlook as well. So the first thing you'll need to do is open up Mailbutler in your email client. So in Apple Mail, that's up here in the top right-hand corner. There's this button here, and when you click on that, the Mailbutler sidebar opens. And from here, if you head down to the bottom and you can click on this little cog icon, you click on that, this opens up, and from here, then you go to Account and Preferences. So that'll open up your settings, and you can see that actually I'm already on the Signatures tab, but the first step actually to make this much easier is firstly to go to the Profile tab, which is right at the top. And from here, you can add in a load of information like your company, your name, your job title, a picture. Mine here looks like I've got the sun in my eyes. And I'll tell you in a second why that's going to be really important. So after you've done that, head back down to the Signatures tab. And you can see here, I've just got the one from Mailbutler, but you can have a list here of however many signatures you like. Up in the top right-hand corner, there's this blue icon with the plus in it. This is what you'll click on to start making a new signature. And the first thing that you can do is head up to the template section here on the right, and then you can pick out from a load of different templates. So you can see there's lots of different templates here that all look a bit different. I'm going to go with artist. And then you can basically just start customizing however you want. So you can change the fonts, for example, and the font size. So you can make fonts bigger, and you can see that it all changes basically instantly. I'm going to leave everything in the fonts as it is for now. You can also change the colors. As Tobias was saying, it's really good. Signatures are really good for branding. So I'm going to add Mailbutler's brand color, which is this nice mint green. And you can also change the social icons. So you can change the size and the roundness of them. I'm going to leave all of this as it is for today, and I'm just going to use the brand color as the background. So you can see these social icons here now change to our green. And this basic info section is why doing the profile bit first was really important, because all of this information is pulled automatically from this profile section, which means every time you make a new signature, you won't have to copy and paste it or fill it out again. It's just automatically pulled, saving you time. And as you can see, my picture's also here already. So that's really, really good. What I can do from here, though, is add a new button. So first I'm going to click on this button down here, which says plus button link. Click on that, and in the new field, I'm going to do mailbutler.io/register. That'll take you to the Mailbutler register page. But then you can also click on the next button, which says button text. And in this field, I'm just going to type in get Mailbutler. And you can see over here, this button here now says get Mailbutler. And if I click on it, it takes you directly to the Mailbutler register page. So you can preview all of the links that you're adding to make sure that they work. So after you've done all of the basic info, then you can head down to images. You can add a logo for your company if you want to, and you can even, under signatures, you can add a handwritten signature if you'd like to. I'm not going to do that because I have the handwriting of a child, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. And this is where, under gallery and portfolio, the next option where you can add the marketing banner that Tobias was talking about. So if you click on the image, there's also the option to add a short video if you want, but you can click on the image button. And from here, upload an image. I've got the same banner that Tobias was using, and you can see it adds it in straight away. And then if you hover over the image again on the right side and click on the cog button, then you can add a link to this as well. So I can add the same link. It saves automatically. And then when I click on that, it again opens up the Mailbutler register page. So then there's just a couple more options that you can use. Under social links, you can add more icons for all of the different social media platforms and change the links if you need to. And then finally, at the bottom under paragraphs, you can add a closer. So what this does is, if I just type in all the best, then up here, I basically never have to write all the best again. I can just write the content of my email. And when I add my signature, this will automatically be there, followed by my signature. And aside from the closer, you can add a disclaimer as well. So you can write, something like the content of this email is private, etc. And you'll see down in the bottom, it might be a little bit too small to see, but down here, you can see the disclaimer where you can add any legalese you need to. So as you can see, really quickly, in just a couple of minutes, I've created a really nice looking signature based on a template that Mailbutler provides. And this is the exact same for editing a signature. So if I had a signature that I wanted to edit, they're all in this list here. I can just click on it. And as you can see, basic information, I can edit, etc., etc. And you never have to click save. The signatures save automatically as soon as you make a change or within a second or two. So that's nice. And now we come to our sharing and autosync features, which are really, really nice features of Mailbutler. So up here on the signature itself, after you've named it, I'm just going to call this James's signature. Over here, you'll see a button that has kind of two people standing next to each other. If you click on that, this is the sharing button. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to share this with Tobias. And as you can see, it's now shared with him. And if I want to stop giving Tobias access, I can click unshare. But for the moment, I'm going to leave it. And now you might notice that next to some of these fields are this padlock icon. And what this does is I can lock these fields. So now nobody except me, when I unlock it, can edit these fields. That means that, for example, if I want this to be a team signature that looks the same for my whole company, I can lock, for example, the fonts, the colors, and the socials, but let people change their own information so they can obviously add their own names and email addresses. And again, with these shared signatures, you also don't have to click save. As soon as you unlock a section, make changes and lock it again, that change will happen for everyone with whom you've shared that signature. So Tobias will see, if I change this to register with Mailbutler, as soon as this is saved here automatically, Tobias will see that change as well. So it's literally as easy as that. I've just created this new signature. The last thing, obviously, is inserting it into an email. So if I go back into my inbox, go into a new compose window, and then click in the body. And up here, you can see there's this signatures box. At the moment, there's nothing selected. And down here, you can see my new signature already, James's signature. Click on that, and here it is. And yeah, it's as easy as that.
Yeah, maybe to mention again, the very powerful aspect here is, especially when you're working in a team, that you're managing really the entire signature for the entire company. James that just did it in the live demo, and maybe I can share my screen. I just have my email program open, and when I'm composing a new email, this is my team signature, which I'm normally using, but now I can already see, without doing anything, the shared signature, it's there in my inbox, not in Mailbutler, not in the settings or anywhere. It's in my inbox. And when I click here, it's even pre-filled with my profile data. And I could, of course, go now to the settings and adjust the, well, let's say I don't want to name my position this signature, then I can remove it if James allows that. And especially, I talk a lot with bigger companies, smaller companies. They're all struggling actually with having a company-wide signature because everyone is creating them for themselves, is messing around with the graphics, with the colors. They all think they're designers now and changing stuff there. I think a unique design and also consistent design is very important here. Good.
Yeah, but maybe don't name it James's signature if you're
No.
going to share it with the whole team.
Okay. Let me quickly switch back to the presentation. So that was the demo. Thanks a lot. And as you saw, it really takes you, I would say, less than 5 minutes to create a signature. Let's move on to the next slide. This slide is from you, Rogelio.
Yes, exactly. So now that we saw all the capabilities of the Mailbutler signature feature, now I wanted to give you a little bit of like do's and don'ts of things you can include and not include in the signature in order to be more catchy, in order to be more perceptive to your recipient as well. So for sure, so some of the things is like, first of all, it's very important to have essential information. And what do I mean by essential information? Basically, your name, your position, your company, and an image, as you could see on James's example and on Tobias' example as well. And of course, include your contact information, email, phone number, and those ones are usually the best ways of contact that people can reach out to you. So include those ones for sure. Then make sure that everything is up to date. Make sure that, for example, your phone that you're using, sometimes when you change to another company or when you change something, you need to make sure that you are up to date with all your personal and contact information as well. And of course, include something that is very important is that we were talking a lot about. It was like branding. So brand identity is always very important. So make sure to keep everything within your brand, within your company's colors, within your company's fonts, and everything in order to make it more appealing as well. And of course, something good that Mailbutler actually does for you is that this signature will be responsive to all type of devices. So Mailbutler will adapt them for you, so you don't have to do basically anything. But it's important to double check that everything goes according to plan, basically. And some of the don'ts are try not to put a lot of information, such as inspirational quotes or joke or anything like that. It loses a little bit of professionalism. So our recommendation is always to keep it as short as possible, as essential as possible for people to reach out to you and click on your links, etc. Then another thing is not do not involve too many images. Just involve the essential ones that you want people. Maybe if you have a promotion or something, put that promotion in right there, or something, a new feature that you're promoting or you want people to know about. Just put that, but keep it short and don't put too many images. Then we have also the outdated content, and that goes along with the up-to-date content. Try to make sure that all of your content regarding your links to your website, your socials, everything. If you don't use a social media channel anymore, for example, I don't use Facebook that much anymore, just as an example, I wouldn't put that one, and I will put just the ones that I have more contact and interaction with. And of course, something that is very important as well is that you need to make sure that your fonts don't pop out or like kind of camouflage with your backgrounds and everything. So make sure that all the fonts that you put there are readable as well. So these were some tips and tricks that you could have within the Mailbutler signature feature in order to make your signatures more appealing and of course have more clicks in those banners for sure. So now I'm gonna pass it over back to Tobias for the. I know actually before that we have. I almost forgot. Of course, something that is very important. And is very nice for us is for you to look into our social media channels. We're having a lot of AI content lately. We're trying to stay up to date to all the trends and the developments on this new, not that new anymore technology that we have all been hearing about. So make sure to check all of our social media channels to stay up to date to those trends. Also to stay up to date to Mailbutler features that we're going to be releasing very, very soon. And of course, right now is a very important time at Mailbutler because we have our giveaway that we're going to be giving away a full lifetime membership for Mailbutler in order for you to use forever, basically. And that's that. How you can enter the webinar is going through our social media channels and look for the post of the webinar and just follow the simple instructions, and you'll be counted into getting to the webinar, into the giveaway opportunity. So yeah, just stay tuned there, and we'll see you there then. Now I'm
Thank
going to
you.
pass it over to Tobias now,
Yes.
so we can answer some of your questions.
Thanks a lot, Rogelio. Now's the time to ask questions. I know sometimes it's pretty quick when we do a demo and showing you how to create a signature, and it's pretty fast, and you might have some questions because not everything is that obvious. So feel free to use the chat to ask questions. I will switch to a different document now. So what's the size of your banner? I think, James, you already wrote it in the chat. Can you repeat it here now, James? James,
You're
you're muted.
I
Yeah.
think you're muted, James. Yeah.
Right, I clicked it but didn't properly click it. Um, at the moment, I'm using 540 by 144 pixels, which you can see really easily in Mac if you are on the image and then go to Tools and adjust size. The signatures, our signatures creation bit allows for quite big images. So if you want to use a huge image, then you can. There is a maximum size, but sometimes they're a bit too big. So it's better to manually make them smaller, so that they look nice. Yeah.
Does the app size an image automatically for the best look, or should this be the target size? Yeah. For example, was it about the banner? No.
Yeah, I said again, there's a maximum size, but it's quite big. It does adjust to this maximum size if you put in a really big image, for example. But I would say that it's probably still too big for most people.
Yeah.
So it's better to make them smaller manually.
Yeah. Also, when you add a picture, you see this little cog icon for the settings of that picture, and there you can even adjust the width. So there's even tools inside Mailbutler to play with it. When you rewatch the recording, that's where James added the link to the image. There you also have that setting. But also when you say about the best look, Mailbutler is making sure that the signature looks good on desktop, but also on mobile. On mobile, it will look different, though it will be more like horizontal or vertical, the entire signature, not that horizontal as it is on desktop. So that's called responsiveness. It's a very technical term, but responsiveness is very important. It's the same for website. Website looks different on mobile than on the desktop PC. Even so I put in the full URL of our website, it does not show the. How can I fix that? To be honest, I think it is clickable for the recipient. I think the thing is when you insert the signature, it looks like it's not clickable, but for the recipient, then it's clickable. Please test that. If that's still the case, please get in touch with our support, because it
Should be
should
clickable
be.
in settings.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Are there more questions? I will stay for another 5 minutes at least. For the rest, thank you a lot for joining our webinar about the signature. So there's no excuse anymore to have bad design signatures. You all have access to these beautiful templates, and check out, play around with it, and find your perfect template and adjust it to your needs. And also very important, it's more about quality and not quantity. Don't add too many images, not too much information about you. If you have a phone number which goes directly to a call center, don't add it there, because people want to reach you and not a call center when they see your signature and call that number. Same for outdated social media accounts. I see it all the time promoting social media accounts, and when you go there, there's a post from 2019, and that's not a good sign for your business. Actually, leave it out if you're not taking care of it. Cool. I think there's some people are still in the chat. So as I said, I will stay for a bit longer. For the rest, you will receive the recording beginning of next week. We will also upload the recording to our website. I can show you. Under resources, you find webinars. And on the webinar page at the bottom, we have past webinars. The website is completely new. That's why it's just one. But we already had another one today and yesterday, which we're adding very soon, probably tomorrow. And there will be more next week. But also, I can also just recommend you to go to the tutorial page, because here you can find very short tutorials for every Mailbutler feature. And where's the signature one, for example, how to create email signatures. It takes 5 minutes to rewatch it, how Paul is doing the tutorial on how to create signatures, actually. Cool.
And I just posted all the links are in the chat box, so you can find them. You can find our support email in case you have any issues or problems after this webinar. We also have the tutorial page, and we have also the webinar page, so you can access them as well, previous webinars as well as this one in the future as well.
So there's one comment from Geoff. Guys, considered integrations with Daylight using iOS Expert. I know these iOS Expert. I think they're even also located in Germany, in Munich. We have some similar tools with them. That's why we're not integrating them. Daylight is a CRM tool for Apple Mail, and our context feature is covering some of these features. Of course, we're not a full CRM tool, but I always call it like a CRM Lite, because we have the functionality which small to medium-sized businesses need in our context feature. And there is actually in September a webinar about how to manage customer relations with Mailbutler. I can only invite you to sign up for it. And of course, follow us on social media, because we're always promoting our webinars there as well. Cool. So someone is typing. Good. So I think we can. Oh no, someone is doing. Yeah, I know it's annoying that we're turning off the microphones, but usually we have a lot of attendees. We had over 100 signups for this webinar, so it's simply not possible to allow everyone to speak. That's why we need to use the chat. Nice. Thanks a lot for the nice feedback. Cool. Then let's end this webinar. Thank you all for participating, and talk to you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.